Hi, my name is Eva Sherman. I'm a wire and metals jewelry designer from Cleveland, Ohio. I own a shop called Grand River Beads on the west side of Cleveland. I'm also a blogger on Eva Sherman Designs. You're welcome to come visit me. And I wanted to introduce you to our Scrunchy necklace made with WireKnitZ. The products that we're going to be using today to create the Scrunchy necklace are, first of all, we're using the 2000 series of WireKnitZ. I've chosen the light gold. You can get WireKnitZ on their website, which is wireknitz.com. And we're using a piece of faux beach glass for the focal, but you can really use anything you want. And these are available at bead shops. I'm sure you can Google it and find them at some jewelry supply places. We're using a little bit of chain. What I'm using here is a plated silver chain because the price of silver has kind of gone through the roof and this is much more affordable. I'm using some artistic wire in an 18 gauge, and we need a clasp and 2 jump rings. Okay, and then the tools that we'll be using today, you need a pair of scissors, a wire cutter, a couple of chain nose pliers, and a measuring tape. And the scissors, you really just need to open the package. This is sealed up pretty well. And now you can see this is comes in a 9-inch length or a 1 meter length. We're using the 1 meter. So you can see it's tubular, it's a fine, tight knit, it's a very light gauge. And the first thing we're going to do is we're going to stretch it out. Because it's a knit, it's got this, you can stretch it this way by pulling it, and you can shrink it this way. I mean, you stretch it lengthwise, but you're shrinking the width when you're pulling on it. So I'm just going to take all the stretch out of it, and I can get about an additional 30 to 35% in length by doing it this way. So we've got a meter plus 30 to 35%. And we're going to start in the middle. So let's find the middle, and we'll start right there. And we're going to begin by attaching our faux beach glass. So I'm going to take, let's see, probably about 36 inches of the artistic wire. And once again, with the center of that wire, I'm going to make a little attachment for my faux beach glass. And I'm just going to take the one piece and wrap it around the other and just create a little bit of a coil here. So this wire, the right and the left side, are going to go into the 2000 series of WireKnitZ. So starting in the center, I'm going to take this wire, and it's a mesh product or knit product, so it's got lots of holes in it that you can use. And we'll do one side first and then the other. And what we're doing is we're going to go in and out through the mesh. We want to go kind of up and down so we create a little bit of a dimensional effect. So the first hole is going to be close to the bottom. And you're working with wire here, so you want to try to not kink it, which is not always easy. And now we're going to go up top. Okay, I said that it was easy, but it is easy. And if you don't pull the wire all the way through, it's okay, because we'll do it at the end. And now we're going down. And now we start going up. And so you want to just keep doing this up and down, poking your wire through. Now when you're running out of wire, you can actually start with scrunching a little bit. You see what happens as it pulls together? It creates this little, the scrunch effect, we call it. And then down. This is actually a fairly quick project to do. When we teach this in classes, it's usually about an hour or so. So I'm a limited attention span gal, so I like quickie, easy projects. You want to get this all the way so that you get all of your wire, all of your wire knits laced on here. And a little bit repetitive, but we like to say this kind of stuff is very therapeutic. You kind of get in a zone and you can do it a little bit without thinking. Actually, we like to say that jewelry making is cheaper than therapy and a lot more fun. And those of you that have made jewelry, I'm sure you will agree with me. Okay, we're getting close to the end. Okay, so we've got it all on there, and now we're going to scrunch it down. And you want to end up with about, probably about 4, 5, 6 inches here. It's not going to go all the way around your neck. We're going to actually use chain to go the rest of the way. But once you get here to the end, what we want to do is just roll the wire knits onto the wire. And then we're going to take the wire, I'm going to make a little, let's see. You know what? I forgot to mention a tool that I need, which is a round nose plier. But we're going to make a little loop at the end here. And this is just your standard wire wrap loop that we've all learned in Jewelry Making 101. Okay, and then once you get it anchored to the wire, what you want to do is wrap this end of the wire knits with the wire, and that will keep the loose ends down and kind of compress and tie everything together. And I am not a perfectionist, so I'm not really paying attention that these don't totally match. It's okay with me. And then you snip your wire and use your chain nose to push that end of the wire down. And so we've got one side of our piece done. What we're going to do is do the same thing on the other side, and then we'll come back and show you how to finish this up. So we've got both sides done, and because this is with wire, it's easily bendable and moldable. So you can adjust your shape of your scrunchie, and you can also play around a little bit with these ruched pieces. You can pull some out, you can move it up and down, however you like it. And the next thing that we want to do is we're going to attach some chain to the ends of our necklace. So we'll start over here, and then depending on what size you want to end up with is about what size chain you're going to use. So with my tape measure, I'm going to just roughly calculate that the scrunched part of this is about 14 inches. So if you want to make a 20-inch necklace, you're going to add 6 inches, so 3 inches and 3 inches on both sides. So we'll cut this off here to 3 inches. And then we'll attach the chain to the other side. attach it with the jump ring. Then we'll measure this. We'll get 3 inches here. And then the final thing we're going to do is we're going to attach our lobster clasp. So attach a jump ring to this end. And we'll attach our lobster clasp here. And then our other jump ring is actually going to serve as the catch for the lobster clasp. Oops, there we go, there's the opening. And close that up. And there you have, and of course adjustments can be made because it is wire, but there you have your WireKnitZ Scrunchy necklace.